So I created folder Redux 3, and now I will install the uh, Redux inside it. So I'll say npm install Redux.
Redux 3 you created by create react app Redux
Right,
3, right?
right. So I will install Redux first. Okay, now I will install npm install react dash Redux. Sorry, I have to put save.
Redux logger. Or,
That I'll put later. Let's
okay.
save. I have to put, otherwise it will not save.
Hmm.
Mm, what is installed now? Redux 3. Okay, we have Redux installed here, as I can see Redux here, and React Redux is also installed. Let's refresh it. Okay, so I got React Redux also installed.
Hmm.
So now Redux logger. You can install all in one go also.
Yeah.
Just doing separately to see if I'm getting error or not.
Hmm.
Let's do npm install Redux logger. Okay, and that's it for now.
Hmm.
And see, okay, I got Redux logger also. Let's start the start. So everything is working fine. So we will work in this project in some time. I
Hmm.
just created for, let's go back to for Redux 1 folder.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the half of that project, and so let's go here, and so my app.js it has, and this is my main.js.
Mm-hmm.
let's put let's put this thing inside the app.js.
Oh, that's from the last
Yeah, last.
project, last class. Yeah.
And in the main I will be passing uh, set name and set age here. So in the main I will be passing set name is equal to this dot props dot set name dot bind is, I'm passing the set name. We can call directly there also, but for the purpose of today's exercise I am passing it like this: set age equal to this
Hmm.
props dot set age dot bind is. Okay, so I passed the two variables. I don't need this one, and I need main only here. Don't need connect here. So let's see now. Connect is not defined, so I have to put connect inside the app. Okay, if I change username, change age, it's working right. So
Hmm.
let's do the user also. I will don't need it here. I just want it to be without anything, and here I will pass the username. Copy this, and I will be passing the name and age.
Hmm.
Two variables will be passed from the app.js. Name will be equal to this.props.user.name because name is saved in the user reducer,
Hmm.
and then I'll say age equal to this.props.user.age saved in the reducer, and then it is passed into the state. So let's see now. So now this is the main. It does not have any redux call.
Yeah.
This is the user. This does not have any redux call,
Hmm.
and this is the app.js which has redux call here
Hmm.
in the uh, in the JavaScript.
Hmm.
Now this is app.js is called the uh, intelligent component. Why it is called intelligent? Because it deals with the redux. That's
Okay.
the reason it is called intelligent component.
Hmm.
And these two are called dumb components. Why
Hmm.
they are dumb components? Because they don't have anything
Redux related.
that's related. They are just a pure functions, pure
Hmm.
class.
Hmm.
So they are called as dumb components.
Right.
Okay, so there are two kinds of components. One is the dumb component. They take only the properties from the previous component, and these are intelligent components. They take the redux things into the page. Now
Hmm.
be dividing we will be structuring our folder structure in a way so that it is easy to maintain when we have large number of
Hmm.
files. So I will show you two methods, and maybe each method has its own advantage, disadvantages. Uh, we can define different method, maybe in different application we can think of what are the ways.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the method is like this. I will create one folder, and that folder I will put all the components.
Hmm.
All components will go in.
This is under source only. Okay.
Yeah, we cannot work outside the source. We have to work
Yeah.
inside the source only.
Yeah.
Next component which we will build is we will be building is next folder which we will build is called as containers.
Hmm.
So containers will take all the intelligent components like app.js, and these
Hmm.
components will take all the dumb components like main.js and user.js.
Hmm.
Let's create one more folder called as actions. This
Okay.
action will take the action, and action is nothing but which we created here, this curly bracket part. So this
Hmm.
part we will put it inside a folder.
Hmm.
Okay. Then there will be another folder called as reducer. This is called reducers, and I will put all reducers inside this reducer folder.
Hmm.
I will have new file called as store.js. So store will go inside this store.js rather than index.js. So we will put store.js in the separate file store.js. So this is one of the layout which we built, and we can also have another one called as constants. So if I have constants for my folder, I put
Hmm.
everything in the constants,
Hmm.
and constants will be, some constant variable which we can create some defined variables so that all page should have same name. We should not repeat the things again at every page. So we will put some variables as a constant in this folder.
Hmm.
So now we will move the things around using this structure. So let's first go to the index page, and we'll see what is that. Let's save this as index y, and then we'll work on the index page. So let's go to the index page. So in the index page, this is related to store, so I don't need that in the index page. This should go into the store page.
Hmm.
Redux logger will also go into the store page because
Hmm.
that's related to a store. So let's
Hmm.
delete it from here and put it in the store page.
Hmm.
So this is the store page. And now I put this one. Let's go what else I can put in the store. So this part is called the reducer part.
Hmm.
And put it in the reducer folder. Sorry,
File. Yeah.
yeah, file. I have to create the file. What was the name of the reducer? User reducer. So let's
Hmm.
create the file reducer.js, and inside that I will put my reducer function, right?
Hmm.
And since I want to use this user reducer in other pages, so I need to export this. Otherwise, I won't be able to use this one. So I can say
Hmm.
export default user reducer. So this way I am exporting this user reducer on the other page.
Hmm.
So we put the user reducer here. Let's take this one, store part, and put it inside the store.js. So I will put store.js. I will put this one. Since I need this user reducer, so I have to import user reducer, directly call user reducer from, as it is in the reducers folder. So I'll say reducers slash user reducer.js. So this user reducer is coming from this user reducer.
Hmm.
Okay, and then we have middleware, which is here. We have combine, which is here. We have create store, which is here. Create logger is here. So everything is here. Now we have to export the store. Otherwise, I won't be able to use it in other places. So I will say export default store. Okay. So now I will go to
Hmm.
the index page again. Now I will call that store here. So to call the store, I can say import store from dot slash store dot
Hmm.
page.
Yes. Yeah.
We have provider, which is going here. We have store, which is going here, and
Hmm.
which is going here.
Hmm.
So this one is fine. The store is fine. This one is called the user reducer is fine. Now let's go to the constants. Let's create some constants. So I will create one file. You can name anything since we are related to user. So I can
Hmm.
say user constants dot, and I'll create some constants here. So constant will be simple, a variable constant user constant equal to, it will be an object, simple variable object. This constant is the ES6 version of the var. Otherwise, you
Hmm.
can also say var this one.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
ES6 we have constant because it will not change.
Right.
So here I will define some constant
Or we
value.
can use let as well. No.
Yes, you can use
Okay.
let as well.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it is only created once, it is better to use constant.
Constant.
If
Okay.
it is used multiple times, update multiple times, then you can use let.
Hmm.
But let has the problem, it works in the particular curly bracket, and this constant may be used at many places. So let may give error in sub pages. So it is
Right.
better to use the constant or var
Hmm.
instead of the let. And in this constant, I will take first this set name.
Hmm.
So I will say the set name colon. I will put a string here. Second thing is I will take this set age and I'll say set age equal to string of set age. If I put hard-coded value here also, and then I go here in the action also I'm putting, that means I'm repeating the text 2 times.
Hmm.
So to avoid the repetition, we will take from the constant, which will be having only one value. Or if we want to change the value, we will change here. It will be changed everywhere. So
Right.
it is better to put all this, since it is repeated, so we will put in the user constant.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So we created user constant. Let's see what else we have to do. We have store created properly. We user reducer is fine. Let's go to actions and I'll create one file called as user actions.js. So since I need the constant folder here, I will import user constant from, I will go one level back
Hmm.
because this is in the actions folder, one level back. Then I will go to the constants folder, user constants.js. So I'm calling the constant folder.
Hmm.
Here I will create arrow function and which I will export it, put constant, maybe I can say user action, it will be arrow function and it will take, uh, okay, so we need to build
What will this file contain? User actions?
user action will contain the action which we are passing here, like this one, this curly
Oh,
bracket.
okay, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Set name, set age, like that.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
see. So we need to build the action based on that one. So I will create one second. Let me see the best way. Okay. So if I go to the user action, I will create one. I want to I want to create user action based on my action. So one is called the set name,
Hmm.
another is called set age. So maybe I can say first, maybe I can name it like this, set action, set name action.
Name.
You
Hmm.
can give anything. Just
Yeah.
for,
Set name action. Hmm.
yeah. So it will take the parameter of the name
Hmm.
and it will construct something like this.
Okay.
So here it will be in the curly bracket. I will say return object. Object will be this one.
Hmm.
So when we call this one set name, instead of putting this curly bracket, I will call this one so that so that it is coming action. All actions are in this place. It will get it from here rather than hard coding it here.
Hmm.
So here, now I will create another one. I will say export constant set age action equal to, it will take age and here it will return this age part, curly bracket, type and so now this is a string which I can get from the user constant. So I can say, instead of putting this string, I will say user constant dot, let's take it, what is it, set name.
Hmm.
I'm taking from the
Okay,
constant.
okay. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I will take it here, I set
Set
age.
age. Hmm.
And if I have more actions for the user, I will,
Capital. Yeah.
yeah, capital. Sorry. If I have more actions, I will create here and create different folder and different files for different purpose. User
So
action
actions
method.
are mostly that's after like dispatched, right? Those
Yes,
are the actions.
yes.
Okay.
So dispatching the action. So this is action.
Got it. Got it.
So this is action. We can create multiple files for the actions, multiple files for the constants depending on what constant, or you can have one file depending on what you want. We created reducer. In the reducer also let's call this constants, and then instead of hard coding it this one I can call user constant dot set. So this way we have getting everything from the constants user constants file. Now app.js is the intelligent one, so it should go into the containers. So I'll move this app.js to the containers.
Hmm.
This main.js and store user.js are the dumb components, so we will move them into the components folder.
Okay.
Let's put some backup folder for the unnecessary file,
Hmm.
like for 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Let's in the backup. We don't need it. So, so we have store index. Index is fine. Store is fine. Okay, there is problem in the index. We have to call app.js by saying inside app. I will go to the containers and that app.
Hmm.
Similarly, if I open the app to call the main, it should go to one level back. So it will be dot dot. It will go to components and it's the main.
Hmm.
It has to go one level back, components and user.js. We are going,
Hmm.
we are organizing the things kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yes, functionality is still same, but it's not working. Some error will be there. Let's see what error we get. Okay, user constant is created, but we never exported it, and we are getting it. So we have to say export default user constant.
Hmm.
Okay, duplicate case label, no duplicate case. Let's see, we are getting what? Okay, both are same name, so we
Oh.
change it to age here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I am getting, all right, now it will change the name and this also.
Mm-hmm.
So we organize the structure to what we want, and we try to see what is happening. So now let's think this kind of still the boilerplate is not ready because we need to put some more things in it. So
Hmm.
let's think this is a kind of boilerplate for now,
Hmm.
and we will try to do ajax call in this one. So how to do the ajax call? We will see
Hmm.
ajax call here. How to do that?
Yeah. So this was boilerplate, is it?
This is kind of boilerplate, but this is missing the ajax one. So after ajax
Okay.
one, we will officially create one
Okay.
boilerplate which we will use in define creating other projects. Okay, so now we have to work with the ajax call.
Hmm.
So for example, I need to call this action. Okay, we did not call the action from the user actions. So let's call it from the user actions first. I will say import. I need to import this one, set name action. So I'll put the curly bracket, set
Hmm.
name action, comma, set name action, comma, set age action. I put two things, and then from, I will say this is one level back, and then I'll go to actions folder, and I will go to user actions.js.
Hmm.
So I'm calling two functions. One is the set name. So when I do dispatch, I have to call this one. Dispatch, I have to call the function set name action, and I have to pass the name in that one, and this name will come from here.
Hmm.
Similarly, when I want to
That's in this is inside user actions, right?
right,
Mm-hmm.
I will say if about age, I will say set age, and I will pass the age inside it. This age
Hmm.
will go.
Hmm.
Okay, I think we since we need it app.js, so we need to open it again. For the main, I have to go to the dot dot. It got overwritten components dash main dot dot component dash user.js. Okay, let's see if it's working. Age is working again. I'll do. Okay, age is working. Everything is working fine. Okay,
Hmm.
now we will do some kind of ajax part kind of thing. So the thing is that when I, let's say on the set name, I want to call ajax. Let's say
Hmm.
user click the button set name. I should go to the server, get the details and show it to the user. So when I click the set name, I'm passing this set name action here in the set name, and then the result is dispatched. The dispatch, we are dispatching the action, whatever action it is. So let's go to the action. In the action, before we return something like this,
Hmm.
we have to call the ajax, because if we return this one, it will immediately set the name with the new name, and
Yeah.
then it's gone. We don't have anything in the ajax. So we have
Hmm.
to set this part only after I get uh, only after I call the ajax request, and then you have to call it.
Hmm.
So how to do that? Let's say here I will say constant URL. I will create a URL which I will call in the ajax request. I will put one ajax request kind of thing. Or we have any ajax request? Let's see. Let me refresh it. Let me click it. Okay, let's refresh and then click.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm calling this ajax request.
How do you know this is Ajax?
You can call any API URL. Any
Okay.
API. In the
Okay.
ajax is the functionality, but you can call any
Right. Right.
API URL. So this is okay. So this will give some data. I just want to take the data.
Hmm.
Okay, or I can go to any other one. Okay, this is fine for now. Or I will create some, maybe I can create something and I'll get another one. Okay, for now it's okay. Just we want to experiment it.
Hmm.
Put the URL here. So I have the URL, but I directly cannot call the ajax request. Let's try to call the ajax request and see what's happening. So if we
Hmm.
remember, we have the fetch to call the ajax request. I will pass the URL and I will say here pass third date, and once this fetch is returned, we call it as dot then,
Hmm.
and when this
Oh, you're writing the Ajax thing.
yeah, and once then is written, we call another then, and then we call the catch. We did in the React part,
Hmm.
if you remember, or if you don't remember.
Yeah, yeah, I do, but this is not the exact way we wrote, right?
This is the weight only, but only let me show you how I read it.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you're going to separate it now.
Then I put arrow function.
Response. Yeah.
Here I will put the response.
Hmm.
Then here I will say return response dot JSON, and then again I call then, and here it's arrow function.
Hmm. Some J or some value. Yeah.
Anything, right? And
Yeah.
let's do the console.log j is j, and then let's do the catch of error, or again arrow function, and this will take the error, and here I will say console.log error is error. Right now I'm not calling this return. First let's see what is coming in this ajax call. When I set name, when I change the name, it will call this ajax request and it will return some j. Let's see that one. Yes. If I click change age, it is going properly, so I'm getting the age changed. But if I click the
Hmm.
username, if I click the username, you will see, okay, cannot read the type of undefined. It gives some error. It is not really doing kind of things. For example, if even if I return kind of thing here, because I should return only when I get something from the Ajax. So let's do this one and try to change. It's calling. It's not really working. I don't see here Ajax call even called.
Hmm.
So so the problem with Ajax is not, we are not able to call Ajax request directly. There is some problem in calling the Ajax request. So
Hmm.
we need to fix that. We need to see whether Ajax request should call properly. So to fix
Hmm.
that, we will go to the store.js. Now in this project, to call the Ajax request properly, we need to import two middleware
Hmm.
in, in our application. So let's go to this part, and I will install two things. So let's install npm install. One of
Hmm.
the things for Ajax is called the redux dash thunk. This is needed,
Okay.
and we
For
also
Ajax.
need for Ajax, and we need redux dash promise
Hmm.
dash middleware and plus minus save. So these two applications which we need to make the Ajax request work properly.
Hmm.
So let's install. So every time you want to use Ajax in your application, you need to install these things.
Hmm.
Otherwise, Ajax request will not work. So there is a particular way we need to call Ajax. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. So we install these two things. Let's run the npm start again. So now also even ajax replace will not work. We have to change the code somehow, otherwise it will not work.
Mm-hmm.
Now we imported two middlewares and we install two middleware. We have to import those middleware here. We'll say import
Okay.
thunk from Redux thunk. We install Redux thunk, and so we'll get the thunk from this one, and I will also get import promise
Hmm.
from Redux dash promise dash middleware. So you will say why we are doing this thing, but this is the way it has to be done. Otherwise, it will not call Ajax. So this is the way the Redux cannot work directly with Ajax. We need to use this middleware, which will help us to do the Ajax kind of stuff. And they
Mm-hmm.
cannot do directly. It needs some helper functions, which are these two.
Okay.
So create logger, and then here I will want to add the another middleware that is called thunk, and I will also add another middleware that is called a promise.
Hmm.
It has to be do like a function, whereas
Hmm.
thunk has to be done like without function. So this
Hmm.
is given in their documentation how to use it. So I'm using it.
Mm-hmm.
So I saved it as a middleware. Now we will go in and we will change a little bit this our class, and we
Hmm.
will try to make it work.
Hmm.
Now what I will do, I will call this return same here return like this. Now name, instead of the payload name,
Hmm.
uh, assume that this name we are not getting it. We have to get the name from the server. If name is there directly, we can call this name here. But why we are
Mm-hmm.
doing it? We are doing it just to get server and show it something from the server.
Yeah.
So in the payload, we'll create a new promise. Promise has to be created. And
Hmm.
promise, what is exactly promise? It takes two parameters. Let's create arrow function.
Hmm.
It takes two parameters. One parameter is called resolve. Another parameter is called reject.
Hmm.
When, whenever there is a success, like this is the success method,
Hmm.
we will
Hmm.
say resolve. Once we
Hmm.
say resolve, that means there is a success happening. But
Right.
whenever error, we will say reject. And if it
Hmm.
is reject, then it will go and say give some error kind of thing, and we have to tackle that.
Hmm.
So I will say resolve and reject. So now inside this promise, I will put my fetch function.
Hmm.
So I put inside my promise, I put the fetch function. Now if let's see what is coming here in the J, and then we
Hmm.
will try to resolve and reject properly.
Hmm.
Okay. So there is a,
Semicolon.
let's see. Okay, still there is error.
Hmm.
Okay. So if I call username, it's calling my API, and I am able to get the J. So
Hmm.
because of thunk, I was able to get the API back.
Hmm.
Now I want to return the name. So let's pass anything from the server as a name. For example,
Right.
I can go as a maybe let's let's pass this latitude as a name, for example.
Hmm.
It's in the get. Inside get we have two. Inside two we have latitude. So let's pass, or we will pass some simple thing. Don't date of birth. We'll pass date of birth. So get, inside get we have from. Inside
Hmm.
from we have dob.
Hmm.
So I will say j dot get dot from dot from dot dob. So let's see if I'm
Hmm.
able to get the dob. So I'm able to see the dob. So let's consider this is the name which I want to pass back instead
Hmm.
of Joe1.
Right.
So so now since we get the success message, since we get the success, so we have to resolve with this success saying like this.
Hmm.
Resolve, have to put this one j dot get dot dot. So this is resolve one. Let's say
Hmm.
tomorrow if we get error, so we will put inside the error, we will say
Yeah.
reject.
Okay.
Inside reject, I will say err, that is I'm reject this error. And if
Okay.
it's successful, I can pass object, I can pass anything. Right now I'm passing the simple string, which is
Hmm.
date of birth. I'm thinking this is a name.
Hmm.
Okay, let's go refresh it, and I'll call the username, and I don't see anything. Let's see what is the, yes, now I got it. It took time. So I'm getting J, and after J, I'm getting another set of action,
Hmm.
which is the result of this resolve.
Hmm.
I'm getting the another set of action. Okay, tell me one thing. Now, since I'm putting this set name, this is the
Yeah.
action. Now, oh, if we were in the app.js, when I call this dispatch, where is app.js? When I call
Hmm.
that dispatch, it sets some action, and action will go to the reducer, and in the reducer, it will update the state.
Hmm.
That is how normally it works.
Yeah.
Now also, when I go to app.js, it is dispatching some uh,
Set name, action name.
set
Yeah.
name action, and if I go to set name action, it is calling some ajax call and returning with some name.
Hmm.
But when it is returning, it is changing the key. Initially, it was set name.
It
Now
was
it is
changing the
changing
value.
the key, the type. Maybe initially the type was set name.
Yeah.
Now the type is called set name
Set name
underscore
fulfilled.
fulfilled.
Hmm.
Now, if I don't have this set name fulfilled in the reducer, I
Then how
will
is it
go,
updating? Hmm.
yeah, it will not complete my process to go inside the default because that
Because
part
it
is not
can't find
there.
that key. Yeah.
Right. So we need to, once we create the set name, if it is ajax call, we should create one case for maybe username fulfilled. I will put it in the constant also. Right now I don't have constant, so I'm
But
putting
is that API returning set name fulfilled? Like, how do we know it's set name fulfilled? The API is returning set name fulfilled, right?
it's a this promise and thunk both together
Okay. Okay.
return one with the reader. So let's say tomorrow this is set name 2. So it will return
Huh.
set name 2 fulfilled. So
Got
if
it.
it is
Okay.
set name 3, it will return set name 3 fulfilled.
Okay. Okay.
So I will also create set name fulfilled here. So now if
Hmm.
I run it, see previously it was not updated the name because fulfilled was not there. So it was going in the default and it was not really updating the name. So it was the, if I remove this one, for example, if I remove this case, let's run it again without this one.
Hmm.
If I change name, though it is coming from the server, name is not changed here because I
Hmm.
don't have the fulfilled one to update the state.
Hmm.
Now if I pull the fulfilled, that means it will go here and it will update the state.
Hmm.
If I refresh it, if I click change username, it's going to the server getting back the date of birth and it is going to set name fulfilled. And in the set name fulfilled, I am updating the name with the whatever is coming from the server.
Yeah.
And name coming from the server is my date of birth. I changed it to date of birth, and that date of birth is now displayed here.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Let's say tomorrow there is some error, so I will put some wrong API. API 2. So there should be some error when API return. So there is error and the action is now called as set name rejected. So if you want to
Okay.
tackle that also,
Then
you
also
have
we
to
need to add. Mm.
create another case. This will be rejected, and then maybe you don't update the name, or you update some error variable. Right now we have name only. Let's see. We will update with some. Okay, we will update with the payload to show the error. So it will be. It will. This
Mm.
will show error now. So now if I
Mm.
refresh, I take username. Okay, we get some different error. So maybe this is coming as object, so I cannot put it as object. So it will be message. Let's put payload dot message. So it's coming an object, and we don't have object in our return. It should be string for us. So now it's
Mm.
saying when to fetch.
Mm.
So if it's error, we can tackle it using the set name rejected.
Mm.
And if it is not error, we have to fulfill with the set name fulfilled.
Right. Okay. So this comes with promise. Okay.
Right. So this part is not used even. We can delete it. So whenever we have Ajax call, we have to use the set name, whatever
Okay.
key is there with fulfilled and rejected.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is not Ajax call, then this will work fine.
Okay.
Let's refresh it. Now it will show my date of birth. So ultimate thing is that whenever you want to use Ajax call,
Mm.
then do the installation of thunk and promise
And
with
promise.
it,
Mm.
and then in the return use a new promise kind of thing and put
Right.
fetch inside this new promise and
Mm.
either install it with success or
Mm.
reject it with error.
Error. Mm.
So this is the way we do the Ajax call
Ajax
in
call.
the Redux.
Okay. Can we just take it slow? Like, can we just do Ajax for today and then I'll revise this and then we can move forward?
Yeah, definitely. I don't have any other topic now. I just want
Okay.
to say
Like,
the
before going to boilerplate, I want to
right.
really get this intact and then we can start a new
Right.
topic.
So I will give you this URL and maybe you can call this in your sample.
Hmm.
You can use this sample and maybe you want file or you will type it yourself.
Can you please send me the file? Yeah. Or actually, you know what? I'll see the video and create it. So don't send me that.
Yeah.
It's
So if
fine.
you cannot do that, then I will give you. You say send me email. I will send you the files.
I'll
But
do that.
try to type it. That way you will
Yeah.
learn
Yeah.
from it.
Just whenever, like tomorrow morning, you can send me the video once it's uploaded.
Right. Now we will be once we are done with this Ajax call. Once you are familiar with this Ajax, so
Mm-hmm.
this application was written in the Angular 1.5 when I was doing Angular. So I built this website in Angular 1.5, and this website, issues. I want to make more user friendly. This horoscope matchmaking.
Hmm.
So we will build this whole application in the Redux, React Redux.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have API ready because whatever you are seeing, API is ready. Only we need to tie in our Redux structure and
Hmm.
we have to make it work. So this is one of the projects which we will do in couple of days, means in
Okay.
maybe after we create boilerplate. And similar to that, I have two more projects, simple one, smaller and simple. We'll do those two. So you will get hands-on on the Redux and React, and then probably you can start. Maybe you can start admin together when we do this once, because once boilerplate is
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want your help in that. And if there are more projects as well and I want to do more projects under you, we can still continue, right?
Yeah, whatever. Let's say we do 2 3 simple projects, and then if you